Welcome in. I'm Rhonda. I am the host, and I'm going to just really lay down the foundation here of what unleash your moxie means and how that happens in your body that you feel that you're truly showing up as the moxie you are. Moxie is about being tenacious, really stepping in with your energy, not allowing this mindset, which I'm going to share with you, mindset about I'm this old and this is why I can't do this or that. I just don't, that doesn't fit me. And I have an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old, and there's sometimes where they look at me and they go, Mom, you think you're younger than you are. I know. Our kids share with us these things, their insight, and they'll just smack you in the face, and but what we're doing is we're guiding people and sharing with them that no matter what you want, you got it. But you got to get out of your way. So today it's about these Monday shows. When I started this, I realized this is about stepping into something of your essence. Now, I was born with the name Rhonda Cheney. I married a man with the last name Liebig, so you may know me as Rhonda Liebig. As time went on, about a few years ago, I started getting really deeper into my heart and I started acknowledging something about myself. Rhonda Lou, quite a few people used to call me Rhonda Lou, and I was like, don't call me Rhonda Lou, because I was thinking my name is, like the structure. And today it's about opening up. So I started opening up and I started looking at what LOU meant and looking at the Japanese, Chinese, and just kind of like that vision around spirituality. Like when we start opening ourselves up to be the best self that we can be, and you allow yourself to be quiet and listen to who that really is. Well, to me, that's Rhonda Lou. The Moxie came on when I started looking at these things. I love dancing and I'm not always stepping into it. So if I'm not stepping into this dancing, but I love dancing, that means I started noticing the frequency of how I step in today, how I step in every day. I could be on my board in the water and I still can't feel my heart because my brain is off somewhere else. Have you ever had that? So that's what this show is about, is getting into the way to kind of tweak those things around you and acknowledge just that. I have this book with me because I believe this is like a quantum leap book. And I truly believe that if we keep quantum leaping in our mindset, we keep moving, we keep growing forward, that this becomes something of such beautiful essence. The essence of you, the essence of the air. When you're present, you're naturally just going to move forward because you don't have that backhead brain, the saboteur that can happen. And actually, I want to claim something here. Our brain has been patterned to be in a fight or flight state, but the more cohesive we get in our heart with our brain, we start connecting at a deeper level naturally. That's what this is about too. So today I'm going to bring in a page that I picked for today. Get uncomfortable. Have you ever felt that before? Like, no, I don't want to get uncomfortable. Well, as a vitality coach, who I am, we want to notice, what are we putting on our white plate for our thoughts? What are we putting on our white plate for our food? Are we looking at things that are sexy and moxy and opening yourself up? And sexy means what you want it to mean. That's like deep inside in your nervous system that it stays so calm. And anything can come at you. Anything. And you take a deep breath in and you figure out, what's my next steps here? Instead of flying off the handle, instead of reacting, there's very seldom in our life that we have those big, big things that happen. And that is when our fight or flight will want that to come in. But every day to get angry, to tell people they should be acting this way or that way, and getting into that area, that's going to affect the way that you cradle and nurture your energy. And I think about this all the time because if you look at your food, let's go in there for a moment. If you look at your food and it's on this plate and there's like this heavy stuff that just something that you really, really like. People say, oh, that's a food that's just really, really great. When you get in this mindset and you start looking at what does that mean that this food is really great, when you know that once you put it in your body, you're going to get inflamed and you don't feel sexy anymore. How about that one? I thought that. But when you look at your plate and you go, how many vegetables, how many fruits, how much beautiful meat, if you love meat, can I put on there that's really fueling my body, like fueling it, like, yeah, that kind of thing. If we look at that, you can feel things kind of shaking up a bit. And when we start shaking things up, that is where we get in our truth. We can start hearing things. We stop that space of naysaying ourselves. I have a vision. I want to share you my vision, and I'm going to move forward into a couple things of what this theme is really about. Because I want to make sure that we are getting uncomfortable. So I want you to be thinking about this, even journaling, in these moments together, just writing some things down, remind yourself. I always get a big piece of paper too and treat it like a project. Like, what's the latest thing that's really on my mind? How do I want to treat this when I'm, getting my morning going? So I think about these things all the time. I forgot the story I was going to tell. Anybody else can read my mind? That's what happens in life. Okay, so we're going to go with this, and then also what I have is we have friends, and our friends really take very good care of us if we have the right people around us, which most of us do. But just keep reevaluating because you want people that are carrying the frequency of discovering new things in their life, of adventuring in and not feeling stagnant, not allowing all that negativity, all the stuff that's not working sit with them. Moving forward, you really want those people that are just like moving forward and you're feeling that. So I have a quote from one of my friends, Dirk Schultz. I'm going to share that with you because he comes in every Monday sharing wonderful things about his insight with different quotes. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm also going to share with you my top 10 list to help unleash your energy, to bring in more cash flow, because I'm a cash vitality coach. Everything has energy. And so I'm going to share that with you. How are you doing this morning? How's it going? Even if it's not morning, cheers. Unleash your moxie. All right. So let's get into the next layer here. Let me get some quotes going and we'll go from there. First, let's get focused in on what it means for you to be able to have this vibe that's going to last throughout the day, at least for a moment, to kind of get you jump started. And then as you practice this, unleash your moxie, getting your energy going, you're going to start noticing that it hangs out with you longer and longer. It just takes practice. So let me go into, I'm going to share the screen here so you get a view here. But I want to share with you there's something that I want to share with the top 10 list here. And I love this because today I'm getting a group together and we're going to be talking about number 3 here. Number 3, I am old and that's why I have aches and pains. And then ask yourself, where am I not showing up for myself? Where am I not showing up for myself? So we can cut out the, why I have aches and pains, because the reason why we have number three here is I use this in my health coaching that I've been doing for 25 years. And when you start looking at, you start telling yourself, the reason why my hip hurts is because, and you'll hear from general population that, this age, this is what's going to happen. Oh, that just happens in your age. Oh, okay. But what if we keep getting uncomfortable by asking those questions? So now we go, here, wait, my hip is hurting. What can I do to fix that feeling, that adjustment? You can go in and you can learn how to do hip work to help release that stress. Maybe that hip is dry. Maybe that hip hasn't had a good flow of circulation. So there's such tools to get into your skin, and that's your fascia work. That's why you don't want to be stuck. So we have all 10 of these, but today we're focused in I am old, and that is why. Bum, bum, bum. So this stops you from being in your moxie. From where are you not showing up in your life? Now, if you keep, let me sharing here. If you keep moving forward on this, where you start feeling like, here, wait, I'm this age and I don't want to, and mature wise, I shouldn't be acting a certain way, like, having lots of energy when you're walking in. More mature means quiet, calm, reserved, all these different things. No matter what industry you're in, keep showing you. That's why people work with you, no matter what industry. When I was doing accounting CPA work, that was 15 years ago, people were hiding so much about themselves. And way before that, they wouldn't display who they were because they wanted to fit in this box, because they said, well, this is the way it is. Well, most likely it was, but did it put you in a perspective of trying to watch to see what people wanted from you? Have you ever felt that in life, where people just were not leaning towards you and enjoying you as much as you knew that people could really enjoy you more if you were laughing more, if you were relaxed, if you were more yourself, so that you could serve them in what you're doing in your industry? That's connected with your cash. And always when we're unleashing our moxie, that has a lot to do with our energy, our cash flow, our mindset flowing through. So let's keep that awareness, and how you can do that is really keep your calm inside by taking breaks. Don't overwork yourself. You're constantly moving forward, but not taking a break in a moment to say, I need to reset my adrenal gland. I need to just take a break. Oh, I want to really take very good care of myself. So I'm not going to keep going till my body hurts. Anybody else here have ever done that? Where you are working your body, and when you think, like you're just with your mind, or you're just like not stopping, or you're physically working your body and you don't stop until your body hurts and you go, yeah, that's a good day. And being raised by a single parent, my mindset was right there, right there. My mom worked so hard, so then I'm going to work hard, because that is what success is. You just keep working hard, you just keep hitting that wall, and then hurt yourself really bad emotionally, or exhausted, and then sleep, and then get yourself going again, and work yourself and work yourself and work yourself. And what happened for me, I don't know what happened for you, but I would love to hear. But what happened for me is that I lost a lot of who I was at that time, when I tried to keep going and thought that my body didn't need any rest. I would sleep maybe 4 to 6 hours a night, sometimes 4, like physically. Like I would do homework. This is like in my 20s, because at 29, I ended up on thyroid medicine. My body was so exhausted. I was not treating it well at all. And I would go to work, waitress, pay my way through school, and then I would go to I'd go to work, and then I would do my homework and go to bed about 2, 4. My classes were 8 o'clock. So I would get in, go to my class. Right after that, I think it was step aerobics I was teaching at that time. Have a couple hours. And if I had energy, I'd be focused in on my homework, but sometimes my brain would just be so exhausted. So then I would go to work and the cycle would happen. And I'd have some days off. And that was when I was extremely stressed and I didn't know why. So in your life, if you are feeling stressed, if you are feeling like you can't hear yourself, you feel like your brain is going crazy, give a step back. Look at your schedule. You can have the busiest schedule if you take care of your body, if you open up that plate and that food that you see is like all those colors, red, green with bell pepper, salad as big as the head, big, like big stuff. If you keep doing that, it's going to align your body. It's going to alkaline it. And when your body's in alkaline, your body won't hurt anymore. It won't. You may have chronic stuff happening here and there. After being in the industry for 25 years in this health industry, I've seen so many massive changes happen with liver being able to be at a stage where it didn't feel sick. And that happened when I released my book, 14 Days to a Flat Belly. And I was working with people for 14 days. And the experiences that they had, and we can talk about the weight loss because weight is the experience that you're in your life. So think about this. If you're bone skinny and you're just so tight in your body, in our life, that may be seen as something of a status thing. But if you're hurting your body to get there, your aura, your beauty is not going to show. So you may be carrying something that you think is beautiful, and inside you feel, wild and crazy and good because you're feeling like I'm nailing it, even though you don't have the energy, you don't feel well, and you feel a little crazy in the head because you're not giving yourself the fat and the beautiful carbs that have all the different colors to, the protein, the beautiful protein that you need. This really, really gets me here because if we, as as people locking arms and supporting each other and saying, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. And you start really acknowledging that. And this is with people that are moving forward. If there are people that are around you that are not moving forward, that are stuck in their space, it's going to be harder for you to grab them and say, hey, come do this. And I call it hashtag speaker locking arms. We have 56,000 views right now on this, and I want more. So anytime that you're speaking about partnering with people, use the hashtag speaker locking arms. Because I want to build something even more creative than that. And I'll talk about that in the next show. But it's about really how can we work with more and more people to build a world stage so that we can have big motivators on that stage, just really giving their all so that our mindset and our flow, we know that we got this. Every time we bring in mindset transformation entertainment into our life, from podcasts to motivational talks to Unleash Your Moxy show, it's going to do something and change something in your perspective. The more safe that you feel in your life, the more you go, yes, okay, I get this. I get this. And you start getting you. So let me share with you, my friend Dirk, he always sends this out every Monday. Oh, it's just so cool. So let me see if I can grab it here. I'm sharing the screen right now. Okay, so Monday Mindset. He sends this every single Monday. Dirk Schultz. I told him I was going to share with you this. He goes, no way, this is cool. So it says, the two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out. Why? Mark Twain. When we start allowing people to send us things that nurture us, that partner with us, that love on us because they're helping us. Because every Monday, don't you feel like you just want some motivation? Dirk is there for you. And I hope this show too, Unleash Your Moxy. This is where you get to partner with people and you don't think, okay, I'm pulling my bootstraps up by myself. I'm all alone. And you become a solopreneur, a solo person. You can't do that. You can't be on your own island and take care of all your needs. We really want to have community. So if we keep hashtag speaker locking arms, which means we're speaking, we're sharing what we're about. So this show, as we go forward, it's about bringing tools, looking at our top 10 list. Where are we in the mindset that we want to unleash, we want to open up? And then where are some of the things that you can find within yourself that you're like, here, wait, I want to claim that for today, right here and now. And you get that change and that shift in your mindset. And it may only be for a moment, but that moving forward, just for that moment, will change your whole world if you keep moving forward. Now, the scary part is when you digress because you're afraid of getting uncomfortable. So that's what our theme is, getting uncomfortable from U squared. Let me see what it says here. I'm only going to read this part right here. And it says, get uncomfortable. Quantum leaps jerk you out of your comfort zone. Well, learning to be raw. I bring a community together and I call it Get Raw, Go Bold, Be You. And it's a mini vitality retreat every week. Get out of your comfort zone so that you can discover this physical body that you have that's been beaming to come out. Instead of restricting your body and feeling like you're walking like a robot and you're concerned about the weight that you're carrying because that's inflammation, that's overeating sometimes, that's finding foods that really don't serve you because you're telling yourself, I can't have that, I can't have that. No, I want it, no, I want it. But when you get comfortable with being uncomfortable, new things start happening. You start discovering about how to quantum leap. Okay, so it says, prepare yourself for a pretty wild ride. You're going to cover some unfamiliar terrain and encounter obstacles you've never faced before. It can feel like the safety chain linking you with behavior patterns that worked in the past is being stretched to the limit. At times, you may wonder if the situation is about to spin out of control. Uneasiness is a predictable psychological reaction when a quantum leap is underway. So when a quantum leap is underway, that's when you're going to be thinking and you can't think. Like you're thinking, what am I thinking at? My brain is so like hazy. I can't even hear what I'm thinking. I'm going crazy. Keep holding that space. Don't digress back. Sit in that. Work your emotion through that. On the other side is that new path. And that new path is your vision of your new identity, the new you. All those imprints that you've had in your life, they're ready to move forward, out of the way. So the big boulder that you have, you can use your timeline and just poke away at it little by little, and you can incrementally move forward, get a little scared, run all the way back, and then incrementally, or you can go into the quantum leap mode, bend time, because you're moving things faster, and that big boulder all of a sudden just explodes, and it's away from you. And all those little nuggets are your gems that you learned about you. And those things that you learned about you are things maybe you didn't even know. You didn't allow that space to show up, because sometimes people say you talk too much. You and they just make this whole list, while you're growing up. And then you could be shut down. You could be told you're a kid, you don't know anything. You could turn it off. I mean, a lot of us were raised around that because that was kind of like the structure of parenting. You here and now, let's clear that stuff. Don't allow that stuff to sit with you because it holds you and molds you in a way that really isn't you. We've allowed everybody else to mold us. It's your time to mold you. It's your time to unleash your moxie. Woo woo! Have a fabulous day. I will be seeing you every Monday. Sometimes for right now, let me share with you. I have an 18-year-old, and this is her last month of volleyball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really start up in April, just back to back to back. I'll be posting stuff as the Unleash Your Moxy person would in that vision. And I'll do that for next Monday and the Monday after, which is going to be the finishing off of March, because we're going to be in Washington and then we're going to be in Vegas. And I'll be watching volleyball about this time, or we'll be heading over there. So I want to give you lots and lots of love. The stuff that you wrote in your journal, be very prepared to look at it all the time. It's going to help you love on yourself. You're going to become a love bug for yourself. You're going to bring your arms here and you're going to physically hear your body purr. Because if you think about it, when we're in love with love, our body relaxes. We start calming ourselves. The beautiful sun's coming in. We start calming ourselves. We can hear our ears open up. Our visual becomes more focused. We become more ourselves. Our income flows starts opening up. And all this work. And I've seen people with money that aren't happy. We're creating a space where the money is coming in and you can feel it. You're not naysaying yourself. You know that top 10 list that I pulled up and I showed you number 3 about feeling old? We're clearing that. The age, it doesn't matter. The feeling in here, that's what matters. I love you. Think about that. Keep taking your notes. Where are you unleashing your moxie? It's all ready for you. Namaste.